Welcome to Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Command Tower, Double Swamp, and Midnight Reaper. Yeah, I kind of do like this. We've got Paradise Druid. That's really going to help us get to 4 mana with Midnight Reaper, just in case we're running in any sort of board wipe. That's going to give us the... And we're playing against Ral, so this should be an interesting match. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep on this one. There's no reason to ship this one back, and hopefully we have some fun. So also, we're playing against Ral Zarek, Storm Conduit. So, man, I have been playing... let's make the land drop for the turn. I guess just Command Tower, and then pass turn to our opponent. But yeah, I've been trying to make Ral Storm work with 1,000-Year Storm, and whew! I don't know if I'm just running into bad matches or what, but that is some rough magic. But let's go and cover our commanders really quick. We're playing Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. All right, and then sorry, Arena kind of froze for a second. So an opponent's going to go for Goblin Electrum. I don't know what happened on that. Let's go Swamp, and then let's go for Paradise Druid, and then we'll go and pass the turn to our opponent. But I'll talk about Ral Zarek here in a second. Let's go and cover our commanders. We're playing Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. 0 ability, create 2. 2/2 black, green, and wool creature tokens with, whenever this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. Then for a -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. -6, you get an emblem that says creatures you control get +3/+3 and have trample. Playing against Ral Zarek, well, actually, technically Ral Storm Conduit. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker, +2 scry 1, scurry 1, maybe a little fever 1, and -2. Whenever you when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell, choose new targets. And our opponent's off to a very nice start, and they've got the Royal Scions down, so may want to do something about that. Now, what we'll probably end up doing is going... Yeah, I kind of like this. We need to put some pressure onto the Royal Scion, so let's go for Questing Beast. We're going to look at those creepy old men. We're going to attack the Royal Scions. And the good thing about this is Goblin Electromancer is not going to be able to block, and then we'll pass the turn back over there. So we did cover both commanders. It is officially free time. We can have some fun. But yeah, with the Ral Storm, it is 100% Storm. That's what we're going for. It just needs a lot more time to develop, and it's just a little hard in the standard Brawl scene. But with Historic Brawl, if you don't know this, if you're watching this video, Historic Brawl is a thing. You can play, it's called Friendly Brawl, and so I'm going to be dipping my toes into Historic Brawl sometime soon, because, you know, it's always fun to be able to play singleton format, and just, I don't know, just really fun things like that. All right, so it looks like we're back in the game. So we can still swinging into the Royal Scions. There's lead. Sorry, for some reason I had Magic Online pulled up, and I think it kind of crashed for a second. But anyway, so we're going to try to jump back into the game really quick. So if I don't know what's going on, I do apologize. We are in our main phase. Let's go ahead and swing in Questing Beast at the Royal Scions. There we go. That's going to take care of the Royal Scions. We can have Guildgate come down if we want to. That does put us also on Spawn of Mayhem. Just in case we run into like a sweeper or something like that, do we want to go Midnight Reap? Yeah, let's do that. There is Flame Sweep out there. I doubt our opponent's going to be playing into that, but let's go ahead and have Golgari Guildgate come down, and then pass the turn over to our opponent. So, there we go. Yeah, I had Magic Online pulled up in addition to Magic Arena, and then Arena kept freezing for me, so I don't know if I had too much stuff going on. I also had my image and video editing software up. I wasn't doing stuff while I was playing the game or recording, but I had a lot of that stuff open, so you never know what may cause a program to kind of goof up like that sometimes. So, but yeah, so with Historic Brawl, and also to the people out there, the Brawl event on Wednesday night, I was so excited to record Brawl, and I got there, and it's like only up for like 12 hours, which is just absolutely insane to me. And so, which is just very... I was like, okay, all right, thank you, Arena. And so I started looking around for a Brawl Discord, and Merchant, huge shout out to Merchant. Thank you so much for making this Discord. Merchant made a Brawl Hall Discord, so you can hop in there and find a game. There's like 500 people in there right now, so I mean, if you want to play Brawl, if you're a YouTube content creator, if you just want to have fun playing Brawl just in general, huge shout out to Merchant. Be sure to check that out. I'll try to have a link down below. It's a little bit hard finding a link. So let's go ahead and push in with Questing Beast and Midnight Reaper. I like swinging in with Midnight Reaper because even if we trade with Goblin Electromancer, we'll definitely make that trade. And then that gives us the opportunity to get rid of that reduced cost. So I think at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go for Garruk. Because if we get these wolf tokens down, that's really going to help us out. There we go. Anything else, pass it back over. Because once we get these wolf tokens down, we can slowly start to go for that -6. And that'll give us a really good option to get for that ultimate, because if you're playing Garruk, if you can just somehow just get one of those creatures taken away, once you get to that -6 and you get that emblem effect, it is so hard to stop Garruk. Um, I mean, it's, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like it's an enchantment or something like that, or an artifact you can destroy. And getting to that emblem's pretty quick, and it's pretty fun too. So one of the ways that we do have a lot of removal in here, so we can actually sacrifice one of our wolf tokens, or we can actually target them to get that trigger going. We also do have Rankle, which is a really fun way to do that. We can swing in with Rankle and invent. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay. But yeah, so we have Rankle, which is going to be able to swing in with haste. We can sacrifice one of those wolf tokens. Then it makes it really easy for us to get that emblem going. And also, just the fact that you can get a Planeswalker down and hit the 0 building, go for +2, get 2 of those tokens on there. That's a pretty good feeling. Oh, and then we run into Murderous Rider. So let's go and go for that. Yeah, I think I kind of do like that. So we're going to go Murderous Rider. We're going to destroy Wolf Token. Yes, definitely going to target that. We're going to be able to put up a loyalty counter on Garruk. Let's go for the -6. That's going to make Garruk oh so happy. And we're going to put him back in the command zone. Let's make the land drop for the turn. And then let's go and push him with the crew. There we go. Now, we are playing against Ralzeric, probably a Storm build of this, and it's going to be definitely... we got Goblin Electromancer and the Guild Mage trying to stop this huge buff Paradise Druid. All right, so we knock our opponent down to -1. Huge shout out to our opponent for playing this game, but I will either see them in the next game or you'll see us in another Garruk game. Welcome to Garruk Curse Huntsman. We're playing against Tolsimir, which should be pretty fun. I kind of enjoy the woods aspect of this battle. Kind of fun. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got 3 lands. We do have Paradise Druid. That's going to be 4 total mana. We do have a land with a Wayfinder, or a creature that we can... Yeah, I guess this is good. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more ramp, or maybe some card advantage, but yeah, we can keep on this. Well, we do get a free Mulligan. Which do we... Yeah, let's go and do that. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm not super wild about this. And yes, I like this. Oh yeah, I like this a lot better. We have a Mana Dork, we have some card advantage in Wayfinder, we have some Rampant of Gift of Paradise and Firemind Vessel. We will definitely keep on this one, and we'll cover our commanders in just a second. So let's lead off with Command Tower. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. So we're playing Garruk Curse Huntsman, 0 ability, create 2/2 black-green wool creature tokens that, whenever they die, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. Then for a -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. -6, you get an emblem that says creatures you control, get +3/+3, and have trample. So let's see our opponent's Paradise Druid and raise them a Leafkin Druid. And there we go, pass it back over there. Playing against Tolsimir. Whenever Tolsimir enters the battlefield, create Voha, Friend to Elves, a legendary 3/3 green and white elf creature token. Then whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So, there we go. And the opponent's going to go for Thrashing Brondadon. It's good to see that come down. We might actually end up going for Ritual of Soot, just to kind of hit the reset button on both of these, and then we can go Firemind Vessel after that. Yeah, I think I kind of do like that a lot. So let's do this. So let's go Ritual of Soot. We're just going to hit the reset button. This makes this play a lot easier now that we have Gift of Paradise coming down and Firemind Vessel. If we can just kind of push past our opponent as far as being able to generate mana, we'll be in a pretty good spot. So now Questing Beast is a problem for us at this point right now. But if we can still just buy, it's a 4/4. So we can buy some time and ramp up, and then we can go for Garruk Curse Huntsman to go for that -3 to pop the Questing Beast, which isn't going to be that bad. So, and that's going to be Amara. So we did burn one of our board wipes with Ritual of Soot, but we'll see what else we can rip into. Let's go Forest. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we just end up going Garruk and going for that -3. I think that'll work out. So let's go -3 on Questing Beast. That's going to get rid of them. Garruk's going to swing his axe down and get to draw. Ooh, and then we're drawn to Playcrafter, which is going to be a wonderful option to get rid of Amara. Now, they will be able to get the... ooh, and then God Eternal Ketra. Okay, so we'll see. Amara's probably going to swing in at Garruk. And we definitely want to do something with God Eternal Ketra, because if they start casting creatures into that, it's going to be absolutely horrible for us to do anything about that. So let's go Gift of Paradise. I guess we just, yeah, because we need to ramp. So we're going to target this forest. That's going to be green, black, and then black. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still have access to 5 total mana. And I guess we just kind of swarm the board at this point right now. So let's have Incubation Druid come down. And let's go for Wayfinder. Look at the top 4 cards of our library. Yes, Storev is actually not that bad because we actually bring back and then, do we have 3 more swamps? No, we only have 2 swamps, but we still want to make the land drop for the turn. So we'll have that come into play tap. So there we go. We are playing against God Eternal Ketra. We need to find some sort of removal, at least with the Garruk. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have just enough mana to go for Garruk Curse Huntsman next turn. So if they don't have a creature to cast into that, in fact, if they're just going Gideon, then we kind of do like this because we want to... Now here's the downside. If we end up targeting God Eternal Ketra, that's going to go third into the library, and so they're still going to be able to bring that back and generate some zombie tokens, which is not going to be that good for us. But we're going to go and let this come on through. That's going to be a 3/6 with Double Strike and Amara, and then we run into that Storev. So yeah, I think I do kind of like doing this. So we're going to have Garruk come down. Yeah, that'll be good. Because then we kind of get into a position where we might be able to play craft our way out of this one. It's still going to be really rough. Let's go for... Actually, with Double Strike, if we just go for the 0 ability, that's going to be 2 more wolf tokens on the battlefield. Not going to swing in with our opponents, and then we'll pass the turn. So that does free up 1 more creature to swing in at Garruk Cursed Huntsman, but at least we do have a little bit of a board state developed, and depending on how they decide to swing in, if we can get to this ultimate, where we get that -6, that might be a pretty good deal way for us to hopefully kind of combat these 4/4 zombies. Hopefully so. But yeah, I do want to mention in the video that Brawl event was on Wednesday, and it's only available for like 1 hour. Well, it's not that short, but it feels like that. They only like literally have it up for like 3 hours. Now, I think it's like 14 hours, which is pretty much if you're working during the day and you don't want to record at night, it is what it is. But there is a Brawl Discord that you want to join. A merchant put it up. It's called a Brawl Hall, so if you want to be playing some games, I've gotten in a bunch of games this morning. It's been pretty nice. And we've got basically got the entire crew swinging in at Garruk Curse Huntsman. So we go Wolf Token block on God Eternal at Ketra. They're still going to be able to get in for 2. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess, yeah, if we end up going Wolf Token, that's going to be an extra loyalty. Wolf Token on Gideon. And we go Incubation Druid on one of these, and I think that's still going to be 3 coming across, and that still should give us the option to go for the -3, I think. That's going to put Garruk back up to 6. Yeah, should leave Garruk down to, actually puts it down at 4. All right, there we go. And then we run into Price of Fame. So how do we want to sequence this? So we actually do have the -3 from Garruk. So we can get rid of God Eternal Ketra. There's also Gideon Blade that we need to kind of play around. And it's also indestructible, which is going to be really hard for us to deal with. Yeah, because even at this point with Plaguecrafter, it's going to be hard for us to, whittle away at anything on our opponent's board state. So I guess at this point, we just kind of flood the board. That's going to be 2 more wolf tokens. I feel like we're just kind of like treading water, not trying to drown at this point. And so let's have Storev come down. And then we can go for Plaguecrafter and still have access to a Price of Fame. But I think at this point what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. And if we can somehow whittle away at our opponents... Yeah, because if we end up going Price of Fame on God Eternal Ketra... Yeah, I think I'm actually okay with that. So let's go Price of Fame on God Eternal Ketra before they have the chance to untap. It's going to put them on the top of their library. Definitely going to put those 2 on the bottom. And then we'll see what else we can draw into for next turn. But yeah, like I mentioned, it feels like we're kind of treading on water. Trying to basically try not to drown right now as Tolsimir sends his wolves after us. So that's going to be Gideon coming down as a 4/4. But yeah, if you haven't played Brawl, highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, and the Divine Visitation. All right, this is definitely a good game. So if you're a fan of Selesnya or if you're a fan of Angels, check this out. Whenever Amara swings in, the Divine Visitation is such a fun card to be running in Brawl. They're going to send the entire crew in at Garruk Curse Huntsman. We're just going to go and let that go on through. And there we go. All right. Poor Garruk. Garruk got blown up 400 times over. And that's just going to be 1 angel on the battlefield at this point right now. So we do have Overcome that we can go for. That will allow us to go for +2/+2 and gain trample. But that's not going to be enough for us to Yeah, and we only have Wayfinder in the graveyard. Yeah, because we could play Crafter and then try to get play Crafter back with Store Rev. I guess we could do that. I mean, we're still looking at 4 in the air. Yeah, why not? I mean, let's just go play Crafter. We're probably just going to see it eat one of the little tokens. Let's go ahead and sacrifice play Crafter because we can always bring it back with Store Rev. But yeah, even if we just swing in with the entire crew, I'll just kind of show you what this deck is trying to do. So we're going to go for Overcome. This is going to be +2/+2. And we'll go and swing in, and everybody's going to swing in at this point. Swing at our opponent, just get some extra attacks in, kind of work towards our triggers, and then we'll let them swing in on the back end. So yeah, just getting a few. I can't remember what our. I think one of our things was attack, so we'll bring back Playcrafter, and then we'll just go and pass the turn. So we'll let them swing across on this one. So, but yeah, this is a good showing of Tolsimir. You know, getting down something like Divine Visitation, Tolsimir. This was a very good showing. So good game to our opponent. It's always nice to be able to get beat in a kind of a fun way like this, and I will see you in the next game. All right, bye. Welcome to Garruk, Curse Huntsman. As far as our opening hand goes, we have Jungle Hollow, Castle, Rankle, Leafkin, Druid, Thrashing. Yeah, I guess, and then Underrealm Lich. Yeah, this is good. We'll keep on this one. Hopefully we get a few more lands, but if we can get down Underrealm Lich and get some really nice card advantage, I'm pretty pumped about that. So let's go and lead off with Jungle Hollow, get that life gain. There we go, we're ahead, and pass turn to our opponent. So we're playing Garruk, Curse Huntsman, 0 ability, create 2 wolf tokens. Then whenever those wolves die, we don't have a forest, so we'll have that come into play tapped. Whenever one of those wolf dies, we get to put a loyalty counter on each Garruk planeswalker that we control. Then for a -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. Then for a -6, you get an emblem that says creatures you control get +3/+3 and have trample. Playing against Grumgully, the generous. Look, I love Grumgully. He looks like a goofy dude. So that's going to be right for a 3/3. I really want to get ramped down just in case we don't hit the land drop next turn. Yeah, let's do that because that's going to be Firemind Vessel, and if we're going to beat this deck, we need to go big and get a lot of mana on the battlefield. And plus, if we get Thrashing down next turn, that's going to allow us to kind of stop that Gerblin from swinging in. So that's going to knock us down to 23. In Castle, we do actually have a swamp, so that will come into play untapped, and that's going to put us at 5 total mana. Yeah, I still think, well, actually with Underrealm Lich, yeah, I think I kind of like that a little bit better. And then next turn we can Firemind Vessel. Because Underrealm Lich, we can basically Golgari Brainstorm for a land for next turn. So let's do that. So we're going to have Underrealm Lich come down. And then we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn to our opponent. So play against Grumgully. Look at that art. I love it. It just reminds me of old school Magic. And there's just a lot to unpack in this picture. It's pretty cool. Each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with additional +1 counter on it. So I've got old Gerblin over there. If they want to swing it with that Gerblin, I think we'll take 4 life to make that trade. We'll see what other goblins they do have. Hopefully, we can use Underrealm Lich to find ourselves into a Ritual of Soot, because if this is going to be a lot of goblins on the battlefield, I think that sounds pretty cool. All right, so opponent's going to go, yeah, and that's the cool thing about Grumgully is that even if it's, it's going to fight, and let's see, so let's do this. We're going to pay 4 life to make sure that it is indestructible. There we go. So if they want to fight, Underrealm Lich is going to be A-OK, and that's going to stick around. So I will definitely make that trade. They're going to swing in for 6. We can stabilize once we get Garruk down, and so I'm okay with this interaction. So, Casualties of War, and we don't have the land drop, so that's also going to put us on Midnight Reaper. We can go for Statue. Yeah, I think at this point we just end up going for Statue. I think I like that. All right, it's going to go into our hand, put those 2 cards into the graveyard. Now, if we want to leave up Statue, we do need to have access to... Let's do this. So if we end up going Firemind Vessel, that's going to be us taking another 6. That puts us down to 7. But if we go Rankle, we have to sacrifice a creature, which I don't really want to do that. We can make our opponent sacrifice one of their creatures. Yeah, let's just take a turn off. Let's go Firemind Vessel. And if we need to, we can actually go status on Leafkin Druid if we want to trade really quick, because that will give us 6 mana. So let's do this. Let's just, no attacks, let's just go and pass the turn to our opponent. We will be able to leave up status, and so that's going to be able to make Leafkin Death Touch, and then we can hopefully stop whatever's coming down from our opponent. So, but at this point, we can actually probably take a 6. I'm going to let that 3 come across. It's going to put us down to 10. Not because either way, if we take 3 or pay 4 to go indestructible to Underground Lich, we're going to be taking some. Ooh, that's going to be Ilharg. Okay, so with Ilharg, we're definitely going to be going for this spot removal. Let's put. Yeah, Beast Whisperer is going to give us some really good late game advantage, being able to cash in some card draw. So let's do this. So we end up going for Thrashing Bronodon, and that still gives us just enough for Statue. Actually, let's do this first. So we're going to go for Statue, destroy Ilharg before they even have an opportunity to do anything with that. Definitely want to stop that. That's going to go 3rd from the top, so we're going to have to do something with that here in a little bit, but at least it's off the battlefield at this point. We can always end up going for Garruk. Let's have Thrashing Bronodon come down. That's going to be able to stop these 3/3s. And then do we want to swing in to hit Grum? No, I think we're okay. So let's just go ahead and pass the turn, no attacks, and then we'll push it back over there. One of the ways that you can kind of play Garruk Curse Huntsman is, kind of build up this board state. Get down some of your utility creatures. That's going to be Leafkin Druid. That's going to be Thrashing Bronodon. Once you do have those down, Underground Lich is going to give us the card advantage. Once you get down Garruk and you go for that loyalty ability, then it just makes it super easy for you to start to swing in. You also put yourself in a position to where, let's say we finally do get down Beast Whisperer and Rankle. It's going to make it to where we can basically just, use something like Overcome to, look at that creepy, I hate that animation, it's so creepy looking. Alright, so we've got Questing Beast coming down. That's going to be a 5/5, can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. I think at this point, yeah, we just let that go on through. That's going to put us down to 5. We can always block with Leafkin next turn if we, well actually no, excuse me, we can't block with Leafkin, so that'll put us down to 5, and then I think that's going to be Playcrafter. Let's take a quick look at the battlefield. So that's going to be Grumgully, Thrashing, Goblin. If we hold on to Ritual of Soot, converting mana costs 3 or less, and that allows us to go for Rankle at some point. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because if we end up going Playcrafter, we can Garruk Curse Huntsman on that. Yeah, I think I'd kind of rather... Yeah, I think Ritual of Soot's going to be a good thing for us to have, so let's do that. Because that's just going to clean up Grumgully and get rid of the Goblin. Basically, just leave Questing Beast over there. So I guess at this point... Yeah, I kind of like going Garruk. So let's do this. So let's go for Garruk Curse Huntsman, because we're going to have an entire board state to protect Garruk. Let's go for the -3. And actually, if we want to, we can block on Underrealm Leech on Questing Beast. Yeah, let's do this. So let's go for the 0 ability. Let's get these tokens down. We're going to be able to block all of these creatures, and we're simply just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Because if we can untap with the Garruk emblem and be able to go for Overcome, we might be able to close it out. So, yeah, because Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less, so no attacks. And that puts us in the position to be able to block on Thrashing Bronodon, on Questing Beast to kind of stop that. And if they swing in with anything else, we can toss one of these wolf tokens in front of the Goblin. That's one of the fun things about playing Garruk, is you kind of put your opponent in this weird position of, kind of like you're almost playing into Eidolon of Blossoms or something like that. It makes it hard for them to do their normal game plan sometimes. So, ooh, that's going to be a Hellkite. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, good game to our opponent. That Hellkite's going to come down. Yeah, I need to build Grumgully because that is pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing else. So good game to our opponent. I was hoping we have some spot removal. We tried to leave it open on the Cursed Huntsman line of play, and that's what we were going for. But our opponent's going to get on this one, so good game to our opponent. And that's going to knock us down. We'll go and let all this damage go through, because who knows if they need to deal X amount of damage. But that's going to be it for the video. And if you enjoyed it, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.